नमस्कार दोस्तों। उत्कृष्ट भारत। आपने सोशल मीडिया पे कई बार ये वाली स्टोरी पढ़ी होगी कि कैसे हमारे यहाँ कुछ जगह, कुछ शहर उन लोगों के नाम पे हैं जो कि हम पे राज किया करते थे। लोग बाहर से आए थे, इन्वेडर्स, विदेशी आक्रांता, those who have ruled us, and most of the cases brutally. We have cities in their name. I mean, there's a lot of controversy around it. It's a controversial topic, and most of the cases, when politics get involved, things, even if they are not controversial, they get controversial. So you have an Aurangabad in name of Aurangzeb, or very interesting. When you go from Patna to Bhagalpur via train, or Patna to Kolkata via train, okay, there is this station called Bhaktiyarpur, which is very near to Nalanda, which is our erstwhile one of the world's first university. Bhaktiyar Khilji was the guy who burned that university down. It's known, it's said that there were so many books with so many research which was noted, recorded in that it continued to burn for 6 months. I mean, notwithstanding the fact that there were a lot of foreign students also who were murdered over there. Well, that's all oft repeated story. Let me share something very interesting. आप लोग में से कई लोग अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड गए होंगे. मैं जब गया था, I think I went in the year 2010. I was still surprised to see there were a lot of islands in the name of which are like largely British. Let me show name of a couple of islands to you. Now here's an island called Ross Island. Now if you go a little north from here, now here's another island called Neil Island. Little up, you have a beautiful island called Havelock Island, which is known for a very famous, one of the finest beaches in Asia, called Radhanagar Beach, which is a half crescent beach over here. Little further north from there, you have something called a Henry Lawrence Island. Now, who are these people? Who are these people, and why there are islands in their name? You'll be surprised when I give you the background. So, we had Governor General of India during the 1857 uprising was Sir Lord Canning. Under him was the Brigadier General Henry Montgomery Lawrence. So that was the Lawrence Island you've seen. Then we had Brigadier General James Neal, very interesting guy. If I tell you about him, you'll start hating him. Then Major General Henry Havelock and Field Marshal Hugh Ross. He was later elevated to a Field Marshal rank. These were British military officers serving in East India Company. Now, these are the people who were called to suppress the so-called uprising, or Sipahi mutiny as it has been told to us. It wasn't Sipahi mutiny, it was a full-fledged war which engulfed almost 65% of India and went on for 1.5 years continuously. So out of these four characters, the most interesting one is Neil, Sir Major General Henry Havelock, Field Marshal Hugh Ross, and Brigadier General James Neal. Now these people on the earlier known as Uttar Path, we know it as now National Highway number 2, later known as Sher Shah Suri Marg or a Grand Trunk Road, and also currently called Asian Highway number 2. Along that entire axis, and that was wherein the entire 1857 war was planned around, they followed a scorched earth policy to suppress, or to rather win over the war. And what they followed was something called an 8x8 policy, which essentially means along that entire route, which moves from Kolkata to New Delhi, okay, 8 miles on either side was burned down. Not even children were spared. There are a lot of horrific stories wherein they killed people left, right, and center without asking questions. The forces had a clear instruction to hang people or burn their villages, so that the entire supply chain of freedom fighters who were fighting against East India Company at that point in time should be destroyed. That was the agenda. So these are the four people who, as per the records, had killed almost 2 lakh people at that point in time, have islands in their name. And again, I can't fathom the fact that why would we respect these guys and why should we have name islands or places in the name of these people? I mean, they don't deserve any kind of respect from us. But then we Indians are either very foolish or we have really very big heart. I leave it to you to decide what are we like, and please do leave in your comments. And of course, source would be there in the comment section. Do write, give us feedback. I'll be more than glad to interact with you and share. In case there are some interesting stories you would like to know, I'll do the research for you and we'll get back to you with the sources and the narration, the story behind that. Thank you so much, Uttishth Bharat. Take care.